Answers on your mind, never getting stuck. Riding waves of stars through the cosmic sea, finding who we are in the galaxy. She's got questions to ask and a fire that won't die, unraveling each task under the sky. Oh, dig it 420, curious Canuck. Answers on your mind, never getting stuck. Riding waves of stars through the cosmic sea, finding who we are in the galaxy. She's got questions to ask and a fire that won't die, unraveling each task under the sky. Oh, dig it 420, curious Canuck. Answers on your mind, never getting stuck.
Because, you know. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing today? It is Monday afternoon or evening, depending on where you're at. Hello, Bishop. How you doing? It's Monday. And I'm here, and I totally lost my frame of thought. I looked away and got sidetracked, and now I've lost it. Either which way, it's chatting with friends. So so I'm going to bring a friend on in just a second here, but I wanted to say hi to everyone. Just let you guys know, starting tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. my time, so 2 p.m. your time, I will be reading again. I'm going to read that same book. I'm going to start from scratch. Pretend like the first few reads didn't happen. We could start from scratch tomorrow, and we will just read it all the way through. And that way we can, we can, take it all in together. Sorry, I keep looking in. Cat TV is happening, and it's really cool over here. And the tail keeps swishing underneath the blinds or the curtains, and it keeps swirling on it, so my apologies. Anyway, so the reading stream will start tomorrow morning, and tomorrow afternoon I will be doing the chatting with chat. So Thursdays are switched to Tuesdays as of tomorrow, and yay! I hope you guys can join me over there. It's just going to work better for my schedule. Anyways, without further ado, hello AP, how you doing?
I'm doing. How are you?
I'm doing a little bit better than you, I guess.
Probably a lot a bit better than me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I turned my volume down. Yeah, I guess all told, I'm doing pretty good. It's been really mild winter, annoyingly mild winter, but that's made it nice for me. So life is a lot easier without a bunch of snow that you have to trek through.
That is true.
Yeah.
It's like, 7 degrees out it was today or something like that?
7 degrees. See, now I'm getting used to doing this. Maybe eventually it'll stick in my head. To Celsius, -13. Okay, yeah, that's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
just the
cold.
normal temperature minus wind chill, like not including wind chill. I have no idea what the wind chill would be.
Yeah, that always makes things more fun. They're thinking we might get some rain. So it's warm enough that it's going to be rain here, which is ridiculous. It's not supposed to happen.
They were talking about another vortex freeze or something like that hitting us.
Yeah, another. It's like Storm 2.0. It's just going to come through again. So yeah, get ready, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm used to this weather that you guys are all getting and freaking out about and really complaining about and not enjoying. That's the stuff that I'm used to and am prepared for.
I'm
We
not
expect it.
complaining.
Well, no,
This
you're
is
not. You're not.
yeah.
I'm talking more the Floridians and the,
Well, it's
the
because it
people who
normally doesn't
don't.
go south of Tennessee.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
For
yeah, this is normal winter for Michigan. Like it's nothing's new here.
yeah, nothing
So
too severe. Um, it's just very, very odd. It's so very um so mild here. Oh, yeah, Kaiser. Oh my God, weather happens. Get over it. Right? It's like,
yeah,
I feel kind of bad because there's people like in Miami and shit who are not used to it, having
yeah, but
trouble with it. But
it snowed in Miami
yeah, it
in
snowed
the
in
80s.
Miami. Oh, hello. Sorry. Hmm.
I don't know why
Okay.
my green screen is being so crappy. It's not my background's
Oh,
not,
I see.
because I don't have it set with a green screen. It's assuming that's
Oh,
why.
that would be why you've got the little green dot above
Edit
your
my.
ear.
It's because I'm not game streaming at this time, and I don't.
That's not good either.
What?
Anyways, Kaiser's saying still out and about. We'll hopefully be there later. No worries. Take your time, travel slow and steady.
What's
I
going on?
for the folks who are not used to the weather and are getting it, because I would gladly take it back if we could. I would love to get it back. But what can you do? For the most part, though, the people who are used to tend to get snow anyways have all said the same thing. It's not been near as bad as people were led to believe it was going to be. It just seems to be normal winter weather. So,
I know the people I work with that are snowmobilers, they're loving the winter.
yeah,
Yeah, if you play in it, it's probably great for you.
Yeah. I mean, in this time of year, end of December, the first few weeks of January is the last little bit of hunting, and if I was able to, I'd be in it. So
Mm,
this weather
yeah,
doesn't bother me. I actually prefer this weather especially when you're hunting. You shoot an animal, you get to see the blood trail.
yeah. It's a lot easier to track that thing. A lot less foliage for it to
Of course,
get
every
hidden by too.
exception my 8 point, I've actually watched the animal till it came to its final rest, so I didn't have to track it.
You didn't have to track. That's lucky. I have never hunted in my life. I've got to figure out how to start hunting rabbits, and I'm
Are
assuming
you planning to
raccoons.
survive on hunting only, or?
Well, I can't fish. I can catch all the fish in the world. I can't eat it without making myself like really, really badly ill. So yeah, I'm gonna have to eat. I'm gonna have to hunt to eat, hunt and forage. So,
You know the rabbit trail?
pardon?
So do you know the trail that the rabbits are using?
Oh no, 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 no. They're not in this close. I live in the ghetto. We've got raccoons here, but I would assume that catching raccoons and catching rabbits be about the same, just different.
So you're planning to eat raccoons? I don't know if you want to do that.
No. I'm, but they work in similar ways, is what I'm saying. So they probably have the place where they've made their home, and they've got their routes that they travel commonly and regularly. And as long as I can figure out what that route is, I can throw down some, snares.
Simplest way
Wire.
to do it is you have your food source and you have your water source, and you put your trap between the two of them.
Okay. Yeah.
But rabbits, you use a quick snare, and with raccoons, you use a spring snare. So
What if it's the fall though, and you're trying to catch raccoons?
well, you just go to the trash.
Yeah, if it's fall and I'm catching raccoons, they're here. They're literally here all year round. I can get them.
So you have literal trash pandas living in your place?
Literal trash bag. I do. They were living in the tree until I think it was a couple years ago now. The wind blew so hard that half of the tree just fell. It was like maybe a foot from my front door. It was a lot of fun. But since then, the raccoons haven't lived in the tree anymore.
I mean,
But they're still around.
they're pretty smart animals too. So, I mean,
Yeah.
They didn't move on. Like they didn't get their shit together. So
Hello, McMonsterly. There's a creek going here and a creek going here. And I'm kind of we're in the middle of it. So yeah, they'll have found somewhere else close. Raccoons are adorable, but they can also be very vicious. I've had great experiences with a mama raccoon with only one eye. That's how we knew it was the same mom. She would have her babies underneath the addition at my friend's house every year. So we'd be hanging out in the backyard smoking pot or high on acid or whatever stupid teenager things we were doing. And mom and the babies would come out and play with us. And they were adorable and fun. Then I was treed by a group of raccoons, me and a couple of buddies in Stanley Park. We were just hanging out, smoking, having a few beers. And the raccoons kind of came out of nowhere, encircled us. We actually had to climb up on top of the picnic table, and they had us treed for I don't know how long. They wouldn't leave, and they wouldn't let us leave either.
What did they want from you? Like food? Or
I'm assuming they expected, to find food or something. It's Stanley Park. So, but we didn't have anything but beer. We didn't have anything but, beer and pot and a guitar.
You're all high on acid, so you're like, oh my god, we're scared of the army of raccoons. They're just like, we know you guys have food, give it over. We're like, I'm afraid of the raccoon.
Yeah, well, no, they were vicious. They were like mean and snarly. Like we couldn't just sit at the picnic table.
That's
like
when you play furry football time and it's kickoff.
Well, yeah, we did. Like I said, there was 3 of us and a guitar. So yeah, it was kind of a stalemate. Eventually they left. But,
guys,
it was,
I don't know what this is. I've heard rumors of these things. I hear a guitar. This is usually a hippie circle. We got to stop this now. These peace-loving bastards ruin our forest.
Right? Hello. How you doing? Good to see you. I'm trying to remember your credence, right? I have trouble remembering which names connect. But hello, how you doing? Deck. I'm pretty sure that's Credence. But I don't expect Wild to show up. She had to leave early today to do something, so she may not be in the chat to hang out with you, but McMonsterly's over there.
Yeah.
And Bricks, hello Bricks, how you doing? I miss seeing you. I didn't see you come in there. Anyways, so what's new? What's new with folks? Anything, or are we just same old?
Just more of shooting the shit. I don't know, we can talk about what I've been doing in the last 20-30 minutes before I got here. Like the ongoing search continues into how to make this whole situation happen. So
yes,
that's what's happening now. I found a bunch of websites. They're like, hey, you can apply and get a passport in 3 days. And I'm like, I'm going to press X to doubt. Sounds like I have to file an appointment with a passport agency. And so it's like, that's when that happens is really everything.
Yeah.
How busy they are and everything else.
Well, now I think you need a visa to go to Canada.
You need your passport. You need a passport.
I need a passport, and then I need to apply for
a
temporary visa for visiting.
Yeah.
And then it has to get upgraded to a medical visa. But that sounds like the medical visa, I need people in Canada, hospitals in Canada going yeah, we want to treat them here or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, the passport in 3 days is legit.
Oh.
So.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
My work can get you one in a day and a half if it's expedited, but it's very expensive.
Yeah, it sounded like the passport in 3 days costed an additional $60 on top of everything else that you're going to pay for it for fees.
Yeah, And if you want it
Oh.
faster, it's like $160.
Oh, so
But you
Okay.
know, that's
Okay. I was
legit. You can get
surprised
it.
because
Yeah.
it took me forever to get all the right shit in place so that I could get the stupid passport.
Yeah, but the United States, to get a passport here, it's a single page paper, you know, 2 by 2.5 picture and fingerprints sometimes, and you're done.
Wow.
nice.
Yeah.
We don't need 19 freaking doctors and, you know, a Bible full of backstory to get our passport.
Are you gonna be a disgrace to the country when you travel abroad? Probably. Well, you're American.
Yeah.
I actually was just hearing they've decided to pass a law so that legally they have to look through. If I want to come into America, I need to be able to present the last 5 years of my social media history, my internet history. That they get to look at it and judge before they allow me to come into the US.
For
That's their
Canada?
from Canada. Yeah, from anywhere, But pardon me, this article was specifically aimed at Canadians. Well, by the way,
The US is requesting that or Canada is?
no, US is requesting that.
That's odd.
That sounds awfully not us.
It doesn't
Yeah.
sound like us at all.
I'm gonna say then that means if I leave, like, am I gonna be denaturalized as a citizen? Because like when they were like, all right, before we can let you back into the U.S., we have to look at your social media history for the last 5 years. Like, well, it's non-existent and probably just in general not good. You're gonna be like, this guy's a cunt. It makes sense.
Say, I haven't had social media since I was like 18.
I haven't had social
And-
media since the Nixon administration. Back
and
in the
I
days that my
guarantee you-
dick worked.
Right? If I did have social media, it would definitely not be good. So
Okay. And visa refusal. Okay. So I don't need a visa though. What about for just a
well, are you you're not working here, you're just visiting.
No, I'm just
Canada
coming to
and the United
visit.
States.
Okay.
Yeah, but then I
um,
need a tourist visa. I didn't know there was such a thing.
Yeah, check.
Yeah. Well, Canada just passed the tourist
For-
visa thing for people from the United States because they're having a hissy fit about the illegal immigration crackdown.
Who is Canada? I was told
Yeah.
that like if I just get a visa and overstay it, nobody will care because they won't do anything.
Well, see, in Michigan, I used to just walk up to the border, say, "Here's my birth certificate," and they'd let me across.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah. I know.
now-
That wasn't that the day. We used
Yeah.
to do that regularly.
Right,
come
and
over
now
like
I
that.
need a visa to go and visit. At least that's what has been explained to me. Not like I need to go to Canada for anything, anyways.
I have American Express because they always say don't leave home without it.
Very true.
Okay, so I'm looking at this. These were from a few different sources, but it looks like, yeah, including tourists, including those from Britain, Australia, France, Canada, Japan, mandated to provide 5 years of their social media history as part of their applications to visit the U.S. Now, I'm not applying to visit the U.S. I'm just going to come through. So I don't think it affects me as yet.
I think that has to do with what
That's if you
Rubio
get a
said.
visa. Yeah. If you're getting a visa and wanting to stay
Yeah.
for an extended amount of time. So
I don't have the credit for it.
yeah.
Because I know, what is it,
Matrix
Rubio
gaming. Sorry.
was pissed about something the UK did to the United States. So he's like, all right, fine. When you need the exact same thing to come visit.
Yeah.
So-
Well.
Which pissed off all the UK people. Like, oh, you can't do that. You're in the United States. Like, actually, pretty much do what we want. So
Yeah. Hello, Squaw Bob. How you doing?
All right.
And I think someone
I-
else came
I-
in. Oh, Wild
I can-
did make it in. Okay, I wasn't sure if you come. You had to leave early, so I wasn't sure if you were gonna
She had things going on. I have a cat that's desperately trying to nuzzle my microphone like it's some sort of.
I've also got a cat. I'm not a cat. I'm not a cat. But I have 2 of them.
It's a plump kitty.
Yes. Actually, she's a skinny kitty. She's just big. She's
Luffy.
Yeah. You can actually feel her spine. Like she's very svelte for an indoor cat. I don't think I've ever had a cat this healthy. Sweets is plump.
Yeah.
If you're podcasting, might want a working visa. Oh, that's that's not.
That's not a horrible idea.
Thank you. I stalled out, but that's a really great idea. Yes.
A half full is all I need. Half full of water, baby.
Yeah, birth certificates don't work anymore. I basically, last time I went to the States was the last time I was allowed to go across without needing a passport. And when you guys started requiring a passport for us to come across, I said, well, fuck you guys. If my BC ID isn't good enough, screw you guys. I just won't go. And that was quite good until, now.
That's when we had the real ID crap. That you
like
need to fly domestically too. So
my birth certificate was all I needed to come across, and we'd do it as little family day outings, and my girlfriends and I, we'd go out there and spend 3 days, which was long enough for us to bring even more stuff back with us, duty free. It was 24 hours to 48 hours, something like that was the difference, and all of a sudden you could bring a whole bunch more stuff back duty free. So we do that and stay at the friend's cabin. But yeah, I never even thought of it, but checking about the podcasting.
I suppose a working
saw you.
visa
Hello. And Stingy, hello. Who's pulling a Scotty K and doxing people tonight? Not me. I don't know anyone's info to be able to dox anyone. See, and that's how I stick to not doxing people. Because if I don't have the information to accidentally drop,
you can't give it out.
I can't do it. Yeah.
I get you.
Yeah.
Rather ingenious when you think about it.
Right? Yeah. Sometimes it's smart to be dumb.
I'll tell you who I am.
It's not that I don't agree with you. It's just that you have to word it that way. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, if you have a real big problem with me, we can meet on my front porch. It's not going to go well for you.
No.
I don't have problems. I have a shotgun.
Yes.
Yeah, World War III will break out on my front porch if you have a problem with me.
Oh, God. I didn't get
and
to
I'm going to win, so go ahead.
Just reminded me of a story I didn't get to today.
What was that?
The unfortunate placement of a World War I munition.
Oh, right. Yes. Hello, Buck. How you doing? Stingy is saying who's doxing, which the government now says the real ID isn't safe. What is a real ID?
It's just a star that goes on your ID if you're in a border state.
Yeah.
Oh, and that allows you to swap from state to state.
That's basically a passport.
It's a passport on your ID for like popping over the border.
Yeah. And then they say you need it to fly domestic to any state. So.
Okay, we don't need that, or we don't need that driving from BC and Alberta. There's no one that checks us. The same with
no
from
one's
Alberta into. Yeah, there's no like. Border crossers at the provincial.
Right, it's just through the airlines. So if you fly from one to the other,
a flyer. I get you.
Yeah,
I get you.
It's BS, anyways. Because I mean, what everybody should have is a passport if you're flying anywhere outside of the country.
Well, and that's basically how it is now.
Yeah, if you're traveling, because the passport is literally 50 states saying this is your identification, not just your state. You know, you can't really. I mean, I guess you can fake a passport, but you can't really fake a passport. So.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult. Oh yeah, Wild is saying she saw the story but didn't read it. Figured you'd cover it. Yeah, we could probably save it for tomorrow, eh?
It's definitely still there to be covered.
Okay. All it is a stupid star on your ID. So yeah. So it's just a money grab because we don't need. I can go from province to province to province. There's no worries, no fees,
so can we.
anyone stopping.
It's literally just limited to flights. So at least at the time that
Gotcha.
they did it, I don't know.
And there may be something like that in place here. I don't fly, so I
Yeah.
don't know about it. Yeah.
All I know is when I drove to Cleveland, it was 3 hours of the most boring shit ever. So
That's what I was told about driving through Toronto. It just keeps going and going and going. And when you think that Toronto finally ends, it doesn't. It just keeps going some more, and it's like nothing but industrial and smog, other than the downtown city core.
It's just Ontario.
Yeah, well, yeah, Ontario in general is pretty smoggy, apparently.
But I had to rent a lift gate van to help with my electric wheelchair and everything.
Yeah,
and that is, I mean, I'm still recovering my ears from that trip. It was the loudest ride I've ever had in my life.
Oh, really?
Well, they got to cut the bottom of the van out to put the lift gate in, so there's no more sound deadening material and all that stuff.
Right. Oh.
About halfway back, I was like, "Holy shit, this is loud!"
Right.
I brought my earplugs, and then I said that pretty damn loud, and everybody's like, "What did you just say?" Never mind.
Don't worry about it. But you made my point, people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I live in Maryland and had to get it like 7 years ago. It says WH Deck. Yeah, because you've got what, two? Where? Okay, Virginia and Washington D.C. are you're sandwiched between them. I think, if that's how it. I had the map open a little while ago.
Now you've lost it again.
Yeah, I closed it and I can't remember what you're shaped like again. Sorry, Buck is saying I could fly if I up my dosage. No. I have bad luck and I have a fear of falling from a great height and I'm very clumsy. So I'm not going to fly. I just don't put yourself in a position where it has the potential for happening and it won't happen. So when I travel, I will be taking a train. It takes a little longer, but it's basically the same price. And yeah, that way I stay on the ground. I have a better expectation of my surviving some sort of emergency on the ground than I do in the air. How much would you love a drive from Iowa to Nebraska, east to west? I would love, if it were feasible and affordable, I would love to road trip everything. Screw the trains and everyone else. Just rent a vehicle and drive. I think that would be awesome. But I can't afford to do that.
It's a long drive.
Yeah, but I mean that was sort of something I always wanted to do anyways. My plan was to road trip across Canada and then go down and cross the border and then road trip back through America. That was just something I thought would be fun to do. And I love to drive, so road trips are fun for me.
One of my favorite things to do. I hate people on the road, but I love seeing the scenery while I drive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the one place that I've ever found where my anxiety kind of just disappears. So one place where there's nothing, nothing there. I'm just relaxed. So I've always loved driving.
Getting out on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite drives were from my house in Michigan down to my cousin's in Kentucky. 6.5
Okay.
hours, and I'm there, and then
Yeah.
hunting usually the next day. So
Yeah, Mr. Q saying 10 hours of cornfields. That's Saskatchewan is just miles and miles and miles of corn and all sorts of different stuff. It's our agricultural, and it's flat. It is so flat. You cannot see anything in any direction. It just keeps going in all directions. It's I can't do that. I need mountains to feel secure.
there's mountains, just not from Iowa to Nebraska.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like there's mountains in Ohio, just you have to go east of Toledo.
Mm.
So you got to get to Akron, Dayton, Cleveland. You know, you've actually got to go to where the mountain is. Otherwise, it's literally flat farmland filled with nothing, which is the
Yeah.
reason why we hate Ohio.
Dom is over in Rumble for $1 saying, "Hey, a didgeridoo. I can tell you all the things to worry about when traveling in a passenger vehicle, if that will help." No, I'm good. No. I like to drive, and it is, like I said, the one place where I can actually feel no anxiety at all, and I want to keep it that way. I would prefer, but thank you. And Buck is
That
saying
is
Kansas is so flat, the only reason you can't see all the way across the state is because the earth is round. Well, that's,
Yep.
yeah.
It's flat with a constant grade.
Yeah, go to Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and just look in every direction. It's scary. It's empty. I remember when we went there on with choir. We traveled by school bus all the way out to Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and it was weird. It was so empty. I didn't feel like it was too open. It felt so good to come back into Alberta and start seeing the hills, and then get back into BC, and we've got the actual mountains surrounding and holding me down. It was nice. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but that flat open everywhere throws me off.
Monotonous and
Toontown.
boring.
I don't know. I just can't do it.
No, my favorite drive I've ever made across country is when I drove to Corpus Christi in Texas. So you go down and then you go across. So we went down through Tennessee and then across through Texarkana and Arkansas and all that stuff. And then got into Texas and went straight down south through Houston, San Antonio, and into Corpus Christi. It was a 24-hour drive.
Nice.
But, in Tennessee, you have, I forget the name of the lake, but it's literally a lake in the clouds, basically. The elevation, it looks phenomenal. And then you just continue driving on roads that should not exist, but they do.
Yeah, we've got some really nice drives through here. BC is lovely to drive. We used to go and just leave from like the Vancouver area and we'd drive all the way up through to Whistler and down into the interior and hook around and then come back through Hope, and you'd be able to do in a lovely day's leisurely drive with stops for lunch and dinner. You could do that big loop of the entire Lower Mainland, and you could be at the ocean in the morning, then you could be skiing in the afternoon, and then go swim in the lakes in the late afternoon, early evening, and still be home in time for a late dinner. It was nice. Just hop in the car and drive. Yeah.
I went on one big long road trip. I haven't traveled much other than that outside of the state and stuff. My family moved a lot when I was a kid, so I never had the sense of like I need to go see places because I lived in different places.
Mhm.
But like I went on one road trip where we were supposed to go out to California, and on the way out there, we went up because we're in Minnesota. We had to go up over the Rockies and stuff, and so I don't remember if it was Colorado or Utah, but somewhere around there, we're going up over the Rockies, and the car like took a dump on us, and we ended up pretty much like limping to Las Vegas and getting stuck in Vegas for a while, and then like drifting around Vegas for like 3 months, and then getting back home. And so it was like both the most fun and like exciting thing like you could have for a trip, but it also sucked because like we were completely broke, and so it's like you're living on a freaking knife's edge, and then
Yeah.
some of the most fun and some of the most horrendous moments happen. Like I got to have fun because I was young at this time. So my first it gave me a lot of confidence later in my life, which I was grateful for. But I got to flirt with ladies. That was fun. I got to drive a car for the first time. It was fun. I also got like really, really, really bad sunburn to the point where I looked like a burnt lobster. I passed out at a poolside in Las Vegas in the middle of the day, face down, like
Oof.
high noon,
Yeah.
like an hour.
Yeah, that'll do you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll
Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made.
do you. You learned.
You know, if in the future I find out that's why I have MS, I'd be like, all right, well, at least now I understand. I did it to myself.
No, there's no way that would have given you MS, because then I would have MS like 12 times over.
Dude, I peeled so bad I couldn't get out of the bed for like 2 days. Like I was laying face down, they were rubbing pure aloe on my
Yeah.
skin.
Yeah. No, you gotta stop the burn. I actually used to pre-soak and freeze t-shirts if I knew I was going to be out in the sun all day, because I am see-through and I will burn. I have to get one really good burn in at the beginning of summer, and then it'll turn into a tan and stay a tan. But I knew you need to get that one good burn. So I would soak and freeze t-shirts and put them in the deep freeze, and that way when I came home from the river, usually they would be there and I could just take them out and then put them on, and it would start taking the heat out of the burning skin right away. It was very nice. But
Yeah. When I
yeah.
was younger, I just tanned.
I don't just tan, I have to burn. I'm too pale. I'm too see-through. Like I said, I'm a male monkey. It's,
Who's talking about Houston to San Antonio? Sorry, I'm reading the chat. I apologize. I'm squirreling in the chat.
That's quite all right. It's okay here. It's allowed here.
No, it's not. It's not okay. Yeah, sadly, you do not go straight down from Houston to San Antonio. Who went down to Houston from San Antonio?
I don't know.
I'm confused because I said we were heading to California.
Oh, I said we went from Houston to San Antonio and then straight down to Corpus Christi.
There you go.
It's not straight down. Nothing in Texas is straight down.
Texarkana to El Paso, Texas is pretty big.
It's huge.
That gives you skin cancer. Yeah. Yeah, the burn, it gives you skin cancer, Johnny, not MS. So you're okay. That wasn't.
No, vitamin D keeps you from getting MS.
Well, I got a lot of it on that day, let me tell you.
This is one of the reasons why I don't understand when they say it's a vitamin D deficiency, because I was in the sun constantly. Mm-hmm. If you get one sunburn, you get more vitamin D production out of your liver than it does in the entire bottle of vitamin D3 I have. So it's supposed to be a toxic level, but you get more toxicity naturally than you do taking this synthetic shit.
Yeah. Buck, yeah, I'm telling you, put the shirt, soak it, like wring it out. It doesn't have to be dripping, obviously, but you wring it out, put it wet into the freezer, and then when you get home, you take it out. It's going to start to soften almost immediately. And as soon as you can, you put it on, and it'll take because as long as it's hot, the skin is hot to the touch, you're still burning. You're still getting that deep down skin burn. And yeah, a frozen t-shirt was lovely. Lovely, lovely, especially if you'd had a few road pops while at the river. Yeah, it felt Lovely.
It'll sound crazy too, but apple cider vinegar.
On the skin.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. I've heard of that. There was stuff that we used to use. Sea breeze was really nice.
And I've
Um,
only ever heard of it as a soap.
Mrs. Buck is made of shortening. Will she be able to cut glass when she puts on the frozen shirt? Probably. It does, like I said, once you take it out of the freezer, it starts
does
to
warm up
soften
a little
because
quick.
it's warm, right? So it'll soften right away. But then you put it on. That's why I have a few, or I had at the time. I had a few
Keeps
in
one
there,
handy at all times.
so I could throw one on, and then when it warmed up enough, I could switch it out. So yeah. It's like pot. You need to have 3 so that you're always harvesting one and you've always got another one starting.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't realize it was that labor intensive. Hey, kitty.
Like me and my projects for firearms, I always have a bunch of them so I can work on one, take a break from another one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hello, my sweet girl.
I mean, Johnny, it sounds like you had a fun time in Vegas. Every time I've been to Vegas, it's been like 45 degrees.
It was a fun time. It was like my parents were heading out to a convention in LA. And we, like I said, we never ever made it there to that. We got stuck in Vegas for a while. It was kind of fun. Like we were bouncing from hotel room to hotel room while my dad was playing blackjack. My sister knocked over a like 3-tier like Black Forest cake at a buffet table thing.
Uh-oh.
I had one of the worst like, oh my god, I'm gonna my pants moments in my life. And the worst part is me and my sister had the same like bodily reaction to whatever it is we ate that gave us that. And there was only one bathroom in the hotel room. And so it's like we raced to the hotel room, but then one of us had to wait, and I had to wait. And dude, that was so close. That was so close.
Yeah, that was the last time I was to Vegas. My one guy we were with, he decided to use the hotel bathroom as the pot den so he can smoke his weed.
Okay.
And I warned everybody, like, I have MS now, and if I need the bathroom, you need to get the hell out of the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I knocked on the door. I was like, dude, you need to leave. He's like, I just smoked. You just started smoking. I was like, okay, either eat that shit and get the hell out of the bathroom, or I don't know what to tell you, but I'm coming through this door. So,
yeah. Wild is saying at the end of The Wizard of Somalia, they throw apple cider vinegar on the witch to melt her. That's why I did not know that. That's an interesting. I've not seen The Wizard of Somalia. Hello, Max.
Hey, how are
how
you?
you doing? I'm doing good, thank you. How are you?
Happy Black History Month.
Oh, is it already? We don't celebrate that here. So I have no idea.
I have a lot of black friends. They don't celebrate this month either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though I always say to them, Happy Black History Month. No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just to piss them off. It's fun.
I think the only people who ever really worry about those sorts of holidays are the same people who call themselves allies to everything. I'm talking about the white liberal woman. Is the problem? They're the only ones who really care about making.
You mean
sure
the people
Black
that
History
say that black kids are just as smart as white kids?
Yes, those sorts of things. So I guess it's not just the white liberal women; it's the idiot liberal men too. Because Trudeau was well known for all these, Indigenous Day of reckoning or whatever.
One of the kind of the myths we've been taught. I don't know in I don't know about Canada, but in the U.S. is this myth that the inventor of peanut butter was George Washington Carver, and it wasn't. It was actually, well, they've had other cultures using peanut cream and stuff like that, but I think there's a patent from a French Canadian guy in Montreal.
Yeah.
So then you dismiss the thing about George Washington Carver, but actually, what you do find is this: they had this issue where they were using, you know how you plant peanuts to fix nitrogen because you're focused on cotton crops. So they had this issue. They said, well, we're depleting all the nitrogen in our cotton fields, and you're fixing the nitrogen by either planting one season with soybeans or peanuts. But what the hell do you do with all these peanuts? And so what this guy did, though, he found all these uses for peanuts in like shaving cream, oils, and everything else. That was really inventive. And he didn't invent it, but he actually found a use for almost 100 different industrial uses. Like,
interesting.
And so that made it economically viable. So the guy was very smart and everything else. So it just but saying that he's the inventor of peanut butter, well, it does him a disservice. So that's if you look that up and you put it in your head, then you have done your service for Black History Month, I think.
Yeah.
George Washington Carver. Yeah.
All right.
Just like I forget the podcast, but he was like, "Oh, black people invented ice hockey." And it's like, "Oh, come on."
Yeah.
It was invented by a French white man. Like, just knock it off.
Yeah.
I know you guys want to overtake the world with bullshit, but knock your bullshit off.
Rex Start Parody go, yeah, but it takes way longer to actually explain it than just saying that he invented the peanut butter.
Yeah, but you just have to say 100 different uses for it, but not peanut butter.
Yeah.
He was like the Forrest Gump. What Forrest Gump was to shrimp.
He was the peanut.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the best ones was the industrial lubricant for machine tools.
What, out of peanut oil?
Yep.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything to the environment like petroleum does, and it lasts, is just as viscous, and it lasts just as long.
Interesting.
My latest jar of peanut butter is oil. There's a pool that gathers if I don't mix it. It's a pain.
Yeah.
But
I don't mind that. Just a different. It's. Oh shoot! I can't remember what the term is. It's more natural and it'll go off sooner if it separates than if it doesn't.
Oh, great! That makes it great. Now I have to eat all my peanut butter.
Well, just stir it up. Peanut butter lasts for freaking ever anyway.
I stir it like crazy, and it just won't stay stirred. Like,
do you keep it cool?
Baby.
It separates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like the western provinces of Canada. They
Yes.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yes. Oh my goodness. So there's an Indian dude, like a dot Indian from India. Yes, dot not feather. Indian dude who owns Kit Salt, which is like one of the oldest settlements in BC. And he owns it. He tried to have a revival because it's a ghost town. Tried to revive it, I guess, back in the 90s, didn't really do anything. But this is where he wants to build the new international port, BC port. And if he can get it to happen, BC really can separate with the rest of them. And if the Lower Mainland wants to do its Lower Mainland bullshit stuff, they can do it. And we can just bypass the Vancouver port and come into Kitsault.
Oh.
So, and then all of those laws, the maritime laws on how much stuff you can carry, and because of the environmental damage and shit, that won't matter anymore because it's not happening there.
I think BC should just contact Trump and say, "Hey, can we have your Navy come in here and help me with this port?"
Yeah. No, I don't know. Honestly, the people on the coast are so liberal. We don't want them. They're the ones that would say, no, we like to keep paying extra money so that people on the other side of the country can have benefits that they don't pay for. We do. There's all sorts of things. But it's the lower mainland that really holds BC back. So it would be cool if he can make that work.
Oh,
Yes, Mr. Q, I heard that Helen of Troy is going to be black in the new Odyssey movie too. I saw a still photo, but I didn't know if it was like for real or what. But yeah, apparently Helen of Troy is going to be black now.
Mark Antony's not going to be happy about that.
Well. Right?
Damn.
Everybody was black back in the day.
Yeah. Who knew?
Before it was cool.
Oh, peanut oil for industrial use is not cool. It attracts mice and rat eating up all your wiring.
Oh.
There you go. So pros and cons. Like ethanol, Mr. Q is saying sounds good. Like ethanol. I wonder why they had all those assholes grow all that corn, then never bothered to pay it forward. I don't know. You guys grow the corn. We just take it. Canada, Greenland, Venezuela, Golden Triangle. Right. Well, and that's another thing. If we can open Kitsault as an international port, then we don't have to worry about the liberals. We can just do that. We can just become one with Alaska. I was going to say Australia, but that's not right. We can become one with Alaska since we're there anyways. We share that road that
Alaskan.
Yeah.
I was going to say that's thousands of miles across the Pacific difference. So.
No. Northern BC and Alaska.
And Australia? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and Australia. Yeah. Yeah, that was, I knew that was wrong, so it stopped me for a sec. But yeah, so it's interesting. There are workarounds, so we don't need to rely on that port, because that's the big thing for BC is the port, and it's in Liberal control. So they're the ones that keep saying no to the pipeline coming through BC, and now the Premier of BC is calling it treason because Albertan separatists were talking to U.S. Representatives of the administration. He's calling it treason. And if we could just throw the pipeline through, they wouldn't have to talk to the states anyways. They wouldn't be talking to you guys if we could just throw it through BC. But the coast doesn't want to do it. So again, Kitsault would cut the coast out of it, and we could do it. And then everyone can be happy.
Why are they so upset about having a pipeline?
Oh, it's the environment and saving endangered animals and this, that, and the other thing. It's they wrote a bunch of maritime environmental laws when Exxon Valdez had that big spill. The lawmakers in Canada and BC specifically got really, really uppity and worried about our environment. So they wrote a whole bunch of laws, but it basically it makes it really hard to get the kind of traffic through that one would want to get through, I guess. Or more importantly, it's the route.
How do they feel about the U.S. Special Forces blowing up Nord Stream pipeline then?
Well, I don't think we had any say in that
Well, what we have like 108 years ago, the U.S. acquired the U.S. Virgin Islands. And a lot of people right now don't realize it. But thanks to that great deal, that's where you get these two islands, Big St. James and Little St. James. Epstein's Island.
Yes.
And Puerto Rico.
Epstein's Island. Just sit right back in your tail. Take a little field trip. A pedophile and all his friends.
Yes, 98 different visits between Carney and Trudeau. There were 98 different visits to the island, and Carney's visits were 29. So do the math. The rest of those 98 were all Trudeau. Trudeau and Sophie coming over to the island. Yeah. I'm kind of wondering where his father went, because Epstein would have been too young, but he wouldn't have been up and running yet.
Yeah. What's interesting is you have the Secretary of Commerce Howard Lutnick, right? former head of Cantor Fitzgerald, and their interview, and I don't know when it was, but it's very recent. He's saying, yes, we were neighbors, but he describes how when they first met as neighbors, he and his wife went to his house, saw a massage table in the center, and was kind of freaked out. And then he said, Jeffrey Epstein was really creepy and whispered, yeah, I get a massage every morning, and the happy kind or something. And he said that was so creepy, and he and his wife left and never talked to him again because the guy was creepy. But then you look into the archives,
and
they're like, hey, we're I'm on my ship. Can you give the coordinates of your island to my ship's captain? We got another family. Their kids are 7 and 14. Mine are 12 and 13. Coming over, and then you get an email from his wife Allison going, oh, thanks for a great time, Jeffrey. So this guy will look you in the eye and effing lie like a lot of guys. Said never had anything to do with him, creep me out, and you see he's in the logs.
No, it's not surprising. It's kind of entertaining, all the J-mail releases. They're just entertaining to read.
J-mail isn't as much. I went to J-mail site, but then the justice on the FBI site, the Epstein vault. You just put in somebody's name. This one Japanese guy, he has 8,143 documents hits.
Wow.
And so he was a big sweeper. And he's also in the short list. You know how they say the Epstein list? Epstein wrote a list of just names of people that were important to him, to Steve Bannon. And that guy's name is in there, like, in the group of people with tech. His name's Joey Ito. So
okay. I watched the video that you dropped. I'm like, that's sounding familiar.
And so it's hilarious. They got and then other guys we know, like there's this one guy, he's my friend knows him from Harvard. His dad was anyways, Joey introduced him for breakfast with Jun Makihara introduced him to have breakfast with Epstein on October 2nd, 2015. And so there's 28 entries. They're related to the email, the calendar entries in Jeffrey Epstein's email. So it was just that one meeting. You don't see any follow-up or anything else. So it probably tells me that guy's, he dodged a bullet, But I think the whole purpose to introduce him was to say, like, he's saying, hey, Jeffrey, do you mind? His family's really rich and his dad is this, and this guy's Goldman Sachs and everything. And either trying to bring him in so that he goes to the island, gets compromised, or whatever. Yeah. And so now I'm having fun. I'm making I'm using Grok images and sending it to my friends and going, why are you in the Epstein files? And just photos.
That's nice. Wild is saying, I wonder how many people played World of Warcraft with Epstein and never knew. I was being told about that. He was a WoW player and he got permanently banned off of Xbox for saying the N-word.
Was doing more than the government did for years, decades.
And they didn't even know about most of it.
Call of Duty player too.
I thought maybe after his friendship with Bill Gates, he would have said, hey, get me off the blacklist.
But it's oh, wait a minute. There we go. Mr. Q is saying I'm a couple weeks late on the news. You guys, America's just going to absorb Alberta and turn it into northern Wyoming. I don't think that's quite what they're doing. They're independent. They're not wanting to leave Canada. They're just wanting independence from the federal government. There's a difference. We're not going to become American yet. Alberta's not American yet.
So, I don't think Canada will give you a choice. It'll like be us or die, and they'll be like, all right, we're American.
Well,
There's
They
no
don't have to.
mechanism for.
That's the thing with Trump in office. They don't have to. The only reason they can become independent is because Trump's in office. He's
Well,
giving them the backing.
there was the FLQ crisis in the 70s, and they called a state of emergency to put it down. And these were, Quebec separatists. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah. Daddy Trudeau is the one that wrote the Emergencies Act because of that, I think. And then Trudeau Jr.'s first used it for the first time with the Freedom Convoy.
You know when that that it was funny that rumor, that allegation that the Justin Trudeau was conceived was
is Castro's
the son of Castro, and they went out of their way to say no, this honeymoon that Pierre Trudeau and Margaret Trudeau went on was for this island. I remember, and I probably have to look for it. It was funny they put it out there, because if you go back and look at the actual logs, they did go to that island, but there was a time when they actually did during that period, they took a break and went to Havana. And so it's just going, wow, that actually lends credence to the theory.
Yeah, because they're apparently just as slightly aside, apparently there's a 13-year-old kid, an Epstein child running around somewhere.
14 high school.
Or 14? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was Sarah Ferguson sending in an email. She was trying to get back into Epstein's good graces, and so she had heard that he had a kid somewhere, and so the email goes, oh, by the way, I know we haven't talked for a while. Congratulations on your kid. So that's 14 years ago. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, that's scary. Canada's not going to let them go like a Psycho X. Yeah, well, and that's the thing. They need to set up these laws for independence. They need to get it all done before Trump goes out, because Trump is literally their Trump card. He's giving them the whole backing of the U.S. Without that, they wouldn't be able to push through the laws needed to become independent. So once the laws have been put in and put into effect, it won't matter if Trump's in office anymore. The laws will be there, but it's just setting them up. It's really helpful.
I don't know. I think you're too young to remember this, but Margaret Trudeau, there was a time that she and Pierre Trudeau were separated, and she partied with Mick Jagger and the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
And there's a photograph I saw. This is way before. I don't know. It was funny because I remember seeing, maybe it was in a Playboy magazine or something like that, but she was sitting at JFK Airport with her legs in a figure 4 with no panties. So you get this perfect beaver shot,
Nice.
And I remember looking at that, holy, this is the Prime Minister's wife, beaver. Like in those days,
hey,
full on beaver.
She's repping our national animal. There's pictures of Trudeau's mom kissing Castro. Yeah, well, Trudeau Sr. is pretty it's pretty easily or well acknowledged now that he preferred men. So, and his
he
son
did? He was queer.
That's the
like father, like son.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing, is he was actually gay, and so that's why she was having affairs all over the place, because he wasn't giving her any.
I see. That would make sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and wherever they were going, he was getting his boy
Same
toys.
with Justin. I mean, I've never met a man that can cry on cue like that.
Yeah, there's pictures of Trudeau's mom kissing Castro, and then after Justin was born, she took him to visit, and there's a photo of Castro holding him like a proud papa. Oh. Yeah, that's I honestly, I'm 50-50 on it, whether it's true or not. It looks like it could be. So I find it really funny that people have found a photo of Mondani's mom holding him with Epstein standing behind her. I think that's funny. That's just perfect. He's going to be swamped with those accusations for the rest of his life, whether it's true or not. It's true now on the internet.
I miss those days when we kept on looking at Chelsea Clinton and what was that guy, that friend of the family, Hubble? She looked like his daughter. I mean, boy. So she went through, in the past 2 decades, she's gone through all this plastic surgery.
Yeah.
And but still, yeah.
There we go. Buck knows Pierre Trudeau was a gobbler of commie sausage. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you've had communist.
Oh yeah.
Wilfrid. Was it
Laurier?
Was it? No, it was.
No.
Who was it?
Lizards
Wilfrid
cannot give
Brimley.
birth to human babies. Yeah, well, and the Trudeaus are good royal Laurentian stock, as is Hillary Clinton's family.
So there was a Canadian diplomat named E.H. Norman. He was born in Japan in 1909, but after the war, he was with Supreme Commander Allied Powers SCAP in charge, and his job at GHQ was to I think I mentioned this before, was to determine there were too many political parties in Japan, so his job was to figure out which party deserved exist, and he went out of his way to make sure the Japanese Communist Party continued. And so that drew a lot of suspicion upon him, and he got transferred. And at the time, one of his sweepers was Lester B. Pearson.
Okay.
And at that time, Lester B. Pearson, who later became prime minister, but I think he was a foreign minister or something like that, went out of his way. So Lester B. Pearson is also suspected of being a communist sympathizer, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of Canadians thinks, he's one of the greatest prime ministers of the Liberal Party of Canada, right? And anyway, so then he got transferred to New Zealand, and then H. Norman was, so in 1953 he gets transferred to New Zealand, and then he gets 3 years later he gets transferred to Egypt, right? And in 1957, apparently he jumped off a building and committed suicide. And this is before the days of saying, "Oh, he got Epstein or something." So
yeah.
Could have been killed. But the Canadian party line, the Communist Party line, is to say, no, he was not a spy, he was not a Soviet mole. And they like 25 years ago, they dedicated this library in the Canadian Embassy in Tokyo as the E.H. Norman thing. But see, his education, he started out, I can't remember, University of Toronto, Victoria College. Then he went to Cambridge. He went to Trinity College, which was at the time in the 1930s. That's where the Soviet moles were being produced. You had Anthony Blunt, McLean, Kim Philby. They all, recruited other communists. And actually, H. Norman joined the British Communist Party, so he was a member. And later, those four of them, they joined MI6, and they took high positions within MI6. And when they were about to get caught, they defected to the Soviet Union.
Yeah. Speaking of them, Yuri Bezmenov gives his talks about communist subversion. It was an eye-opener for Buck. He didn't like Pierre Trudeau at all. No, I've got, I don't have. If you go to Gemstone Hip Hop on YouTube, his top secret file is available, and one of Yuri's talks is on there. It's very eye-opening for sure. Hello, Kaiser. I just need to say one more thing. Mr. Q is saying his gray cat is better. Your gray cat may be good, but my girls are the best. So you can just take your gray cat and go home. Hello, lady. How you doing? Good to see you. And I'm mean, so I see why. Poor kitty. No. I tapped at Sweets because she was attacking Boo, who was just trying to get down. But they're not allowed on the table anymore. I'm sick of it. They want to come through when I've got food here. When I'm trying to do a dab, I'm done. No more table access. So yeah, we'll see. Hello, Kaiser. How you doing?
My cat has a shirt. I win. Sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
My dogs are better.
Oh, so Yuri Bezmenov. Yeah, that's
Okay, there's my microphone.
Oh, there you are.
Canada was Thomas Schumann.
I hit the mute button.
Okay.
Thomas Schumann. Yes.
Yeah, Yuri Bezmenov had quite a lot to say. Very interesting things. But yeah, the communism is not a new thing here. Trudeau Jr. was not the first to bring it in. And to be absolutely fair, Trudeau Jr. had given an interview, a public interview in front of citizens in BC before he was prime minister, talking about how he really admired China and their ability to get things done. He really loved the communist theory because you were able to get so much done. Yeah.
Well, that aged poorly.
Yeah, we should have known. We should have known better at the time. We should have known better, but we didn't.
They get things done as long as it's not a naval vessel.
Well, yeah, they get things done when they can order you to do something, or else we'll kill your family.
Yeah,
You know?
I think it was Louis C.K. It was like, yeah, of course China's amazing. It's amazing what you can accomplish when you just throw bodies at it until the problem is solved. Like it's just,
right.
at a certain point, like if you just take human rights and chuck them out the window, it's amazing what you can get done.
Oh, it's so funny too because they want to always flex on. Oh, we have a bigger navy than the United States. It's like, bro, it ain't even close. Look it up by tonnage. You have 8.5 million, or no, it's like 850,000 tons. Gross tonnage in your navy. We have 3.5 million. Do the fucking math.
Well, that's because they count they have
every fucking canoe in their waters.
Yeah, has to be like, what is it? Set. It has to follow standards so it can be inducted into the military at a moment's notice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You have fishing trawlers. We have literal fucking aircraft carriers. Get on our level or don't. Actually, it's better. You can just buy your ass like Greenland. You're going out. It's like out the fucking window anyway.
Yeah. You think Barack Obama did something similar? I speak first in a foreign country. I found it fun that Mamdani, the first place he spoke was a foreign country. That was pretty good. And then Carney has spent more in traveling since he got put in. He spent so much money. I think they were saying, for some reason, $770,000 is the number that's sticking out to me. Just in his travel. That's just the travel. That's not the food and the housing, and then all the people that go along with him to everything. That's not the cars and everything. That's just.
I put it in private chat. That clip of Trudeau.
Who's purging his military leadership?
He does it fairly. Oh yes, there's the. Yeah, the admiration he has. Oh, of course it's on Poilievre's.
Right.
I should have known better. Here, this is, but that's okay because he did such a great job for us, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a level of admiration I actually have for China because their basic dictatorship is allowing them to actually turn their economy around on a dime.
So if we could just take control and not let you guys have any rights and seize all your shit, we would be able to turn this around.
I wish that clip had actually included the question, because the question wasn't leading. It didn't say, what do you think of China? It was it gave which country do you admire the most?
Yeah.
And so of all the countries out there,
he chose China.
He picks China, which is like, what?
He chooses the dictatorship that just kills people left, right, and center. Got it.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Chinese factory videos where people go into presses to clean them out, and then some dumbass cycles the press and squishes some.
Yeah.
And then they just keep working.
They just keep going. Yeah.
Dude, I saw a thing. This is back before AI videos, so you knew it was like nowadays you have to wonder if it's real. But like I saw a thing with a lady like going up an escalator, and she's getting to the top of it, and like a freaking latch or safety panel at the front end goes bye-bye, or maybe it was going down. I don't know. Either way, she hands off the kid and just goes into the grinder. Like, nope, I'm not gonna make it, but the baby is, and she just literally just hands off the kid to the next person. Up, bye, mama.
Wow. Yeah, no, that's why people are so up in arms, because Carney signed all these agreements with China. We're going to let China make all of our stuff now. They're making BC ferries. They're making all the EVs. We've chased Tesla out of the country so that China can come in and make EVs here, because that's going to be great. They have absolutely zero safety or oversight
standards
at all. Yeah, safety standards. There's no oversight. There's no nothing. They put it out cheap. They put it out fast. And once it's out of the factory, it's out of their hands. And if it decides to lock you in the car as it's on fire, that's your own damn fault. So,
we saw Howie.
Yeah,
it's been 20 years. But in Japan, there was a Swiss elevator company, and they had this spate of defects. Like, people would get killed and trapped because it would stop between the floors. You'd get out, it'd crush you. And so the elevators were killing people, Japanese, through the defects. The name of the elevator company is quite unfortunate. You know what it's called?
Oh no.
Schindler.
Oh.
Schindler's List. Yeah.
Oh no.
Slight problem with marketing.
Oh man. Yeah, Carney is worse than Justine Turdblow. Carney is definitely worse. He's big banker. His friends are the World Bank friends that he made. He does not give two shits, and he's got a brain. Turdo's dumb. Like he's a parrot. He'll tell you whatever he needs to tell you to get whatever dollars into the pocket that he can get. But Carney knows what he's doing, and that makes him a lot more dangerous. A lot more dangerous.
He might know what he's doing, but it definitely seems like he's doing a lot more of it out in the open.
Well, yeah, because he's the prime minister. He can do it now. He was voted in.
There's nothing really anybody can do up there in Canada. There's no checks and balances.
Which is why the West is trying to get their independence. We have no say in the matter. Our votes don't make a difference in what happens in the federal government, and we pay for it all. So yeah, there's a reason the West wants to separate. All the industry, all the agriculture, the lumber, everything is here on the West Coast. And yeah, we're tired of paying for everyone else.
So when you say you want to separate, but you're also like, but we don't want to leave Canada, how does that work exactly?
Well, it's government independence. So we're still Canadian. So still the things like IDs and all that's the same. But we have independence means that before something happens, they have to have a referendum in that province to agree or disagree. So the federal government can't just haphazardly say, we're going to put a pipeline through BC and we're going to run it from there up to Alberta. We're going to do climate taxes. We're going to put all sorts of ridiculous laws on how you take care of the animals that you make for feeding people. Any law that the federal government wants to pass would have to be passed first in the provincial referendum. So
sounds like the same thing Montreal has been doing.
Why Quebec is not independent, but they have a kind of a functional autonomy, right?
They're closer.
Compared to others within Canadian Confederation, they have these things that they say, Quebecois is a nation within a united Canada, and they have the cultural linguistic laws. They have immigration control too.
Yeah.
Quebec has. and
yeah.
they also
Quebec
have
has an
a
awful
separate
lot of
pension
power.
plan too.
Yeah.
Separate institutions, and they even have their civil law system is used for private law instead of common law for the rest of Canada. And so, yeah, it's not an independent state, but it's the only province that has a quasi independence.
Yeah, they have the ability to say no to Ottawa.
So the easiest thing would be for, at minimum, for Western provinces to get the same, you know? Although, you know, trying to say, oh, things that the Quebecois have, like cultural linguistic laws. Yeah, we speak English. Mother, do you speak it?
Right?
That'd be funny.
English mother.
But it's the other way around in Alberta. For example, if you want to be a member of the federal police or any federal system, including healthcare, because of the demand by Quebec, or the demand, because there's 2 official languages in Canada, if you are getting any federal service, you have this right, constitutional right, to demand services in either language. So how that translates is, you're out in the western prairies of Alberta or Saskatchewan, where there's no French-speaking people, but you say, no, I demand that, you know, the officers address me in French. It's my constitutional right. In order to provide that, then you get an automatic guaranteed quota that you're going to have a French Canadian in the Royal Canadian Mounted Police or in the healthcare system. So it's great for.
I would tell them that they
French Canadian.
Yeah.
I would tell them that they need to get somebody who speaks Mongolian just to make sure they fuck everything up to like.
No, but that's not an
official language. It's not one of the 2 languages. Yeah.
I'm just saying it'd be funny as fuck, you know.
Politicians, in order to do anything, go anywhere in Canadian politics, you need to be bilingual. You cannot enter the House of Parliament. Parliament. You cannot enter the House without being able to speak both French and English fluently. Right. That's why question period takes forever, because half of the questions are asked in one language and half is in the other language, but then they have to translate all of it for the other. You know, it's stupid. There's a reason there's not a lot of West.
I was trying to call out the stupidity, but y'all jumped on me. So
sorry. So sorry.
I was making a joke, but no, we can't have jokes or humor or funny things.
I was with you, Kaiser.
See, AP got it.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It is my constitutional right as a fat American who doesn't speak a lick of Mongolian to demand that somebody speak Mongolian to me.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
In a country that has no official language.
See?
But could you imagine if they made Spanish an official language of the United States? And then,
I mean, look, I already know hello, goodbye, yes, no, where's the bathroom, and give me a beer. I'm good.
I know how to go straight to mom.
A Modelo.
Soy negro, no disparo.
Wild's right. Bilingual's okay. It's the fact that one of the language is French. That's the problem.
Yeah, so. French sucks.
Well, and it's funny. I was in French immersion, so I took like preschool all the way through in French immersion. Most everything I learned was in French. When I finally went to private school, everything was taught in English. I had to relearn everything because all the terminology and everything was different. But the French that they taught us in French immersion is not Quebecois French. They taught us proper French. So even that, what they taught us in school, is not good enough for Quebec.
Yeah, so Quebecois, they speak a dialect of French. I think it's called Joual. And Joual is kind of like 17th century peasants from a certain area of France. Yeah. And it's like a time slip. Like time hasn't changed.
It's kind of exactly like how us in America, we actually speak like the British did back in the 1700s, because Cockney didn't come around until the 1800s. So the British accents actually came after we kicked the British out of our fucking country.
Yes.
So we
The
actually
Southern
speak
accent.
proper English. So next time somebody tells you, "Oh yeah, you don't speak proper English," fuck you. We actually stuck with it. You
Yeah.
guys abandoned it.
Exactly.
Now you guys got to go to the footy and go ask for a
Yeah,
bottle
now
of
you're
water.
like a twit. Don't mind me. I'm
Yeah,
here. I'm
this-
feeding starving cats. So
Right. The Southern accent is actually closer to the original English accent,
Right.
from what I understand. I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, that's hilarious.
Their island is half their island is the size of like, a mid-sized United States state.
It's smaller than
And
Michigan.
it's smaller than Michigan, and yet they have so many fucking dialects in this one stupid ass country. Okay, sorry. Apart from the Scots, which I'm fine adopting their language as the national language of England, because it would be a much better, substitution.
Yeah, Welsh. Give me Welsh language as the native English language.
Yeah, but
Can't
I
understand
think
it
Scottish
anyway.
sounds more funny, because maybe we could just make them sound like dwarves from Lord of the Rings. Just
Very true. They just can't
I'm
say
trying-
purple burglar.
This is me
alarm.
trying to make like really funny jokes and like whatnot. This is me trying to be at least somewhat humorous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's at the end of the day, end result is we're all fucked because it's big government, so we can just sit back and laugh at the ridiculousness of it all. Or at least that's how I look at it. Because you can't get mad. You can't get angry. There's no point in getting angry.
It's all bullshit.
Yeah. There's nothing you can do about it. So just sit back and enjoy. I got my big bowl of popcorn, and I just sit and laugh.
Speaking of things that we could sit and laugh about, I'm really upset that our friend Brian's not here, because I found a video that I was saving just for him.
Well, he's back in school, so this boy is going after a doctorate, and he does actually need to do schoolwork and have meetings with teachers and whatnot. So yeah,
I was hoping he'd be
unfortunately,
here before we were done.
yeah, he
As
might
an
be back.
academic. Boo.
Sorry, Digger. Everybody shows up to hang out with Brian. You're kind of secondary.
I know, it's weird. I don't do
Yeah,
this.
where's
You know?
Brian?
It's all about Brian.
I really wanted to show him this because it's really, really funny. I think everybody would get a laugh out of it.
Well, if you want to hang on just a little bit longer, he said he might be able to make it in for the before the end of the show.
Okay.
We can give him another 15 minutes, and you never know. But
you never know what you're going to get there.
You never know.
Hey there.
Don't you know? But I haven't finished reading the book yet because I got stuck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got stuck and then I got busy. But I will finish. I'm roughly halfway through. And
What'd you get stuck in?
Well,
Was it like a washing machine or
no, no, not that.
no?
kind of
You've
stuff.
never been stuck in one of those. Johnny didn't have to help you.
No.
You're piquing my curiosity now. Like what you got stuck on? Like was it? Did I do something wrong?
You did something right. It's very well written, and and yeah, no, it was really good. But then I ran out of time the rest of the week, so I haven't been able to sit. Yeah, I haven't been able to sit and read again. But
I
yeah,
wish I could read.
Well,
Wouldn't it be nice?
eventually I'm going to try and do the audiobook.
It's don't take what I just said there as gospel. I can read it every once in a while. It's just
Right.
white backgrounds don't mix with me. So.
Yeah, I usually type in black background anyway.
All right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, it was hilarious. My trip to Cleveland, I was going to do an iPad training to see where I'm at physically. And they're like, "Can you read this?" I was like, "If it's a black background," and then I scroll or roll up to the desk, and she's like, "All right, I'm gonna set the iPad up. You're gonna have to move some pegs around." And I could barely move my right arm. She's like, "Well, this test is gonna be pointless." Like I said that in the lobby, but
apparently I have to prove it now. Thank you.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
She's like, "Can you use your left hand?" I'm like, "No, it's encroaching on my right hand right now." you can physically see me that I can't do this. Like, just let me talk to the doctor about stem cells.
Yeah.
Yep. So slightly interesting little thing happened over the weekend.
Oh.
So, and I'll share this because this is something that I find fairly fascinating, and I might have to dodge around a couple of things, but hang tight with me on this. You'll see where I'm going with it. So I'm gonna do the whole window share so I could switch things back and forth, but there you go. So there was a movie that came out this weekend. Iron Lung was a horror movie that was made by a well-known YouTuber by the name of Markiplier. So this guy, on a shoestring budget of less than $3 million, made this movie. He starred in it, he wrote in it, directed it, all of it himself. Small crew, small team, and they actually made this movie, and it grossed, I think it was $21.7 million in the one weekend that it's going to be like in theaters. So
it did good.
It did incredibly good.
Okay.
And yeah, so what was really funny is that like it was on the Friday charts. Like even on Friday, it made like 9 million, like right there, like out of the get-go. I'll wait for you to quit hacking up along.
Sorry, I thought I was muted. Oh, I think my mute button is going. I'm sorry.
It's like I'm trying to sit here talking about
I'm
a
done
movie.
now.
And you're
I'm
just-
done. I'm so sorry. I thought I was muted.
But
Use the on-screen mute button. Just click the little mic thing and you game.
I'm gonna have to because I think it's not working on my headphone anymore.
Anyway.
But anyways, yes, no. So I
Meanwhile,
wasn't
back at
sure
the
if it was
ranch.
going to be good.
Apparently, everything that I've heard, some people that I've actually talked to that went and saw it said it was really good. I mean, it's not without its technical issues, but I mean, again, it was made for less than $3 million.
Yeah.
And so here's the funniest part about this. So like it was trending on like, the box office charts for the weekend on Friday, disappeared completely for Saturday and Sunday, even though the numbers were still coming in and we were still tracking it. So they, discussing film, came out. This was actually like late last night or yesterday. They said that it had made 17.9 million domestically. That was reported at the time. It was already over 21.8. So,
wow.
Interesting. They didn't issue a retraction at all. And then finally this morning they came out and said, oh yeah, I did make $21 million. But it was even funnier because the same outfit, Discussing Film, has been sitting there like reporting that Sam Raimi's horror movie that would debuted the same weekend, which came in, I think, like $1.5 to $2 million under that, somehow won the box office weekend. I'm sorry, but you got your butts kicked by a YouTube guy who just decided, I actually like this. It's like, I can make a movie. I can make it out of my own budget. I can pay people on my own dime. I can use my own people, and I can do all of this myself. I can write it, direct it, edit it, do everything on my end. Originally, he couldn't get more than like 60 theaters to sign on for distribution. Okay. But because his followers were like, hey, we want to see this in a wider release, they were blowing up phone lines, like all for 38 million of his like followers blowing up phone lines at all these different cinemas. Mm-hmm. They got it to 4,000 screens nationwide.
Wow.
And completely blew out the weekend. And yeah, this guy, like, he had the like absolute tears in his eyes, like, thank you to the fans, thank you to everybody. This is who we should be giving the Hollywood control to.
Yeah,
we should be getting rid of the Hollywood machine. Give it, to people like this that actually want to make
these
fun, independent film.
Yeah.
But there's so many people that I have seen all this last weekend that are saying, oh, he's not an indie filmmaker because he actually has money. I'm like,
that doesn't make a difference.
That doesn't mean it's.
Bro, here's the thing. I want you to want to explain something to you. This guy, he has a job. Doesn't matter that his job is better than yours. Boo fuckity who. He took his own money. He did his own resources. He did all of the things himself. He funded it himself, and he distributed it himself. He did everything about it himself. He didn't rely on the studio system. It is very much independent film. Stop being butthurt about the fact that
That he's rich in your
that
house.
he's
He had
rich and
money.
because he's successful and he's actually had some success in his life. Okay.
Yeah.
Stop being a pussy about it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's something I've been seeing a lot this weekend. I had to do a Kaiser rant about it. I had to just, vent my spleen because it's been bothering me a lot to see that happening.
Don't worry.
I literally called somebody out on it. And that post that I made, just like saying boo fuckity who, like you're just pissed that you don't have his money. And it's still, I'm getting notifications like bing, 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 bing. It's going up. Like, oh
Isn't
God.
that basically what the Cannes Film Festival is about?
Well, that's what it used to be.
Back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day. Now it's been usurped by Hollywood and the international elite, the international Hollywood elite, celebrity elite, I guess. But yeah,
I stay out of it.
It's the same with the Toronto Film Festival. It used to have some really great independent, and now we've got Ryan Reynolds writing a love letter to Jim Candy, or no, not Jim Candy.
John
What's his
Candy.
name? John Candy. Yeah. Which is fine. I would like to see it. I love
the biopic. I like me. That was a great film.
Yeah. See, I haven't seen it, and I'd like to. I really would.
If you love John Candy before,
Yes.
you'll love him 10 times more after this, because just what an absolute, seriously, treasure of a human being.
Yeah.
He's a genuine human.
Yes.
Yeah.
Through and
through. That's I would like to see that movie, but I mean, even that's what we're getting at the Toronto Film Festival, at the International Film Festival, and you can't. That's not.
So it's independent, in quotation air quotes.
Independent, but it's
independent.
Celebrity elite that's funding these things. Yeah.
Because I know, was it after Captain Marvel with Brie Larson?
Yeah.
She did that stupid ass painter film. And she's like, this is an independent film. You look into it and it's like, independent film with $23 million of studio backing.
Yeah.
Like, shut your dick holster.
I worked on a non-union job. I was because I was not being paid. I was working for experience. That's why I was there. But everyone else there was union, but they were not. The union was not in charge of this thing, and so it was considered independent. Yeah. They had a huge budget, and everyone knew what they were doing. They were all professionals, many movies under their belts, but it was independent because the union wasn't, involved.
Oh, the union was involved, just not officially.
Not officially,
right.
Yeah.
Buck does mention there that the Dan Aykroyd's eulogy was, it was absolutely just heart-wrenching, but in the best way.
Yeah.
Just oh my God, I love Dan Aykroyd. Dude is certified crazy, but damn, is he fun to listen to? And listening to him like deliver that eulogy to John Candy was I had like man tears in my eyes.
Now I gotta buy
Lady Autumn's
bacon.
Oh right? God, Canadian bacon was
not the food.
He's dead. Oh, he died 25 years ago.
Yeah, he died ages ago. Yeah.
No, this other guy. In Vancouver, this is maybe I was in the 80s. I met this film director named Ralph Bode. He's German.
Okay.
And he died in 2001. Okay.
Yes.
But he was a photographer in the U.S. Army. So, he moved to the U.S. in 1954. Okay. I thought he had a son named Max. I'm not his son. I don't look German. I don't even look half German.
Lady Autumn Sky is saying, I'm going to pass on that one. It's directed by Colin Hanks and produced by Ryan Reynolds. And that's why I was like, but John Candy was such an important person and such a good human being. I'm willing to look, overlook things.
Where's
Yeah, I
Where's
would-
Will Sasso?
Yeah, I
Well,
would watch it for John
Will
Candy,
Sasso
not the
was
other guys.
interviewed.
I
Yeah.
love Will Sasso in Mad TV. He did the impersonations of Steven Seagal. He was pretty funny. I think he did the best Steven Seagal impersonation.
Okay.
Shit in his pants.
Yeah. He did the best Steven
Okay.
Seagal impersonation next to Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So apparently Will Sasso said he was concerned because Candy was his idol, but Candy's kids were his personal friends. He didn't feel
Oh.
comfortable talking about it. So he grew up with the kids, and
Yeah,
that may make it a little
Yeah.
bit more.
might have
easy to
gotten
talk
into
about.
some territory there.
Yeah.
I
yeah, when
haven't
you're-
seen it because I regard John Candy as probably one of the best Hollywood people, one of the best actors to ever
Genuine?
go into Hollywood ever.
Mhm.
And
he's
just a genuine human
Reeves.
being.
level. Yeah, genuine.
Yeah. Like
Genuine
he
human
cares
being.
about everybody more than himself to make sure everybody's doing good on set and everything. It's just,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, honestly, like one of the best human beings, like, ever. And it's so good that he's preserved forever in film the way he is.
Exactly. Yeah, this is a movie that needed to be done, a documentary that needed to be done. And honestly, even though it's Ryan Reynolds, and apparently he's an absolute dick in real life, he loved and idolized John Candy, and so he's like the best person to have done it, to have produced it. I think.
Even a
he
broken
just-
clock can be right twice a day.
yeah.
Right.
He plays himself in real life. So it's
Yeah.
just like Tom
Yeah.
Cruise playing Tom Cruise in a Tom Cruise movie.
Yeah. He's not acting, he's just typecast.
He's just himself.
you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, because that really is, from what I understand, that really is him. Oh shoot, I want to say Daredevil, but that's not right.
That's
Thank you. But yeah, he's Deadpool in real life, apparently. Like
Yeah.
that's really
Yeah.
him.
Kind of.
He's just a
Mhm.
dick.
he's an
Just a-
asshole.
That's why
Yeah.
he fit for the role. Like even
Yeah.
the original creators of the characters, at one point before he was ever cast for it, said that how would you best describe, if you wanted to like see him as a real person, how would you best describe Deadpool? Is Ryan Reynolds mixed with a radioactive Shar-Pei.
Yeah.
That's the description they gave.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, let's be honest. I mean, dude's a dick, but he can still play that character. So
Yeah.
I mean, you got to kind of take the good with the bad on that. I mean,
He does good. I mean, he does good drama. He does good horror. He's not just a comedy and a romantic lead. He does
Yeah.
good
he
shit.
has some range. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love him in Safe House and stuff.
Amityville Horror or Amityville.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
For the
Safe House with
19th
Denzel
remake.
was good.
Yeah.
But I'm a giant fan of Denzel Washington. So,
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
he's one of those actors that you don't always rewatch his movies, but when you do watch it, he puts in pretty much an Oscar performance in every single one of them.
Every time. Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
So he didn't. Did John Candy didn't act with Chris Farley, and they were both Second City guys, but I think they were like 15 years apart in terms
Yeah.
of age, right?
Yeah.
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 That would have been a team up movie.
Another,
Oh God. Yeah, that would have been a great movie. The end of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles gutted me when he said he was homeless and his wife was dead. It hurt. Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You don't.
what you
Yeah,
see is
he-
what you get.
Yep.
Yeah. He was really good.
There's certain movies I can't watch with him because of how
There it is.
genuine he is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I love Great Outdoors. I love Canadian Bacon. I love Uncle Buck. I love even Home Alone. He's amazing in it.
Right?
He's only in it
Yes.
for
He's
10
just a
minutes.
bit
Yes.
part. Yeah.
So
Both Candy and Farley were Catholic. Okay.
Mhm.
yeah, but Farley is another genuine human being, gone before he should have been.
Yeah.
So
Well, the guy
Of the
did a
drugs.
fair amount of his pile of powder.
Again, don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah, don't do drugs. There's a reason a lot of great ones were lost early.
Yes, JKD.
Yeah. And
I
agree.
The good ones.
Yeah, but Farley was from Wisconsin, so he's it's close, and they're both second city, so
pretty much Canadian.
Yeah, close enough.
I thought it was Canadian.
Doesn't have the accent of Minnesota. They have a weird cheese accent, but
yeah, Lady Autumn's guy saying Farley was not Canadian. Okay,
no.
okay.
Yeah. When I first saw Jordan Peterson, he was giving a lecture when he was at Harvard, and I didn't know where he's from, and there was this fucking weird accent, and I thought it was like Dakota, like North Dakota or something.
Yeah,
and I was close because the parallels. Like he grew up in northern Alberta, just St. Albert's, right outside of Edmonton. So there's more in common with your neighbors, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it does sound kind of similar. Yeah.
It sounds kind of like a rough-voiced Kermit the Frog. Can't quite understand what he's saying.
Forcing a lot of air through that larynx.
In Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's second cities where a lot of folks came up. A lot of Canadian.
Rick Moranis.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other one, not Jim Carrey, but shit. I had his name and it's gone.
Yeah.
Bill Murray?
No.
Am I wrong?
No. I can see his face.
That's not coming back.
The following has been closed captioned for the reality impaired.
Well, that's the issue with this new medication that I'm trying. It's taking words from me. I can see the face.
Rick Moranis and Eugene Levy.
There you go.
Yeah. Those are the two that were. I think I was kind of putting them together, which is why I couldn't pull it out. But Catherine O'Hare, who just passed.
Yeah, Catherine O'Hare.
She was there. Yeah.
Rick Moranis, Joe Flaherty.
Martin Short too. Yeah.
Martin Short.
I mean the jackass that punched Rick Moranis on the street in freaking New York needs to be castrated.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
There's a man that left Hollywood to raise his kids because his wife passed away from cancer.
Yeah.
Walked away from Hollywood, walked away from millions, all of that to raise his kids. I mean,
he was slated to make like $55 million over the next 3 pictures or something like that. And he said, nope, got to raise my kids and give them a normal life.
Yeah.
That takes balls.
That's a special kind of person. Yeah.
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 Well, geez, he's like 70 or 72 or something. Wow.
He's up there.
Can't wait for him in the next Spaceballs.
The new Spaceballs movie. Yep, he's coming back. First time he's coming back to acting in all that time. It's like,
yes. I hope it's good. I have my doubts, but I hope it's good because it's one of my favorite Star Wars movies. That's not a Star Wars
parodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. I am looking forward to the new Spaceballs. I'm really hoping it's good. Again, like you said, I have my doubts. I mean, but for what we're seeing though, I mean, the new Naked Gun movie, it was kind of mid, but they actually were trying. They were actually making comedy. It was kind of mid, but I mean,
we're finally swinging back on the pendulum to the point where we're allowed to be funny again. So I'm slightly hopeful about the Spaceballs. Yeah,
and again, we've got the original. As much of the original cast as could come back. We've got the legend himself, Mel Brooks, coming back. As far as we can tell, I mean, now look, I mean, there are a few little tiny red flags we've seen.
Well,
we're hoping that it's okay, but I mean, the signs are there that this could still be good. I mean, I have cause for cautious optimism. Let me say that.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Cautious optimism. That's right. That's what I thought.
Rick Moranis, he went to high school with Geddy Lee of Rush.
Oh, that's cool.
But here's the thing. Remember that former baseball player who's an idiot. I don't know if I spoke about him.
Which one?
Warren Cromartie. He played for the Expos for 9 years, and then in the 80s, 84 to 91, he played for the Yomiuri Giants in Japan. He's
Wasn't
like
that last week? We were talking about that?
Yeah, Cromartie's like now 72 or something, about the same age. They're all Moranis is 72 and Geddy Lee's 72, and I think Cromartie's 72. Cromartie lives here in Tokyo. He's an idiot. He is but Cromartie struck up a friendship with Geddy Lee.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so Cromartie, he's from Miami. And here's the thing. What year was Signals? That was a Rush album?
Yeah, I remember Signals. Give me a sec here.
1982, right?
Yeah, 82, yeah.
Okay. So if you look at the cover.
Yeah, it's a Dalmatian with a fire hydrant.
Look at the cover, the back cover of Signals. It has like a blueprint of a Toronto high school, a fictional one. It's called Cromartie High School. It's after Warren Cromartie. Yeah.
Hang on a second. I can pull it up here.
Buck is saying, my sister took me to see Spaceballs when it opened. We laughed our asses off until we hurt. Tears, absolutely hilarious. My dad introduced me to my dad gave me my sense of humor. He introduced me to Monty Python. He introduced me into Mel Brooks stuff. All the good stuff. So
Mel Brooks.
See that blueprint there? It says, if you zoom in there, it says Cromartie High School.
That's as far as I can get close to it.
So it's like, what? Yeah.
Interesting.
I've spent time with God, and he's given me these 10 commandments.
Yes.
Brooks is freaking hilarious. Like,
yes.
The jig is up and gone.
Yeah.
I actually got a better image. Hang on a second.
That is one of my favorite movies.
The movie. It's just hopefully.
There we go. I got a much better image of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Warren Cromartie High School.
Yeah. That's awesome.
There you go. Took me a little bit of searching, but I found it. Because I'm the wizard.
But yeah, I loved all the Mel Brooks stuff. The dry, smarmy.
I love the one interview sarcastic. I saw of him. Somebody was complaining to him for Blazing Saddles. Like he wrote a movie. It's got too many N-words in there, and he's like, I didn't write the movie.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, well, who did? It was Richard Pryor, you dumbass.
Yeah. Yeah. He wrote it.
Yeah. He's like, he just didn't want his name on it because of all the damn N-words.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was like,
which is funny because he's the one person who could say them.
Exactly. But it literally proves to you how stupid that word is.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
And it's so funny too, because so many people say that, like, oh, Blazing Saddles is such a racist movie. I'm like, it is literally the most anti-racist movie ever. Like, seriously, it's poking fun at everybody, and everyone comes away better off at the end. Shut the fuck up.
Because we can all, we all laugh at each other. Buck is saying all scenes, Spaceballs was great. I love the Vulcan neck pinch scene. My favorite Spaceballs scene of all the scenes was when he said, comb the deserts. And then it pans over and the two guys with those black combs that every man had all over the place. At that time, they were pulling that across. Then how about you guys? Not a fucking thing. And you see two black guys
found shit.
Yeah, we ain't found shit. And with the hair pick. And I thought, you know what? That is just that is the epitome of humor.
The funniest part about that scene is that the black guy that actually delivers the line, "We ain't found shit," went on later to actually be the character of Tuvok, the Vulcan, in the Star Trek Voyager TV series.
Yeah.
And his entire acting career is like, everybody remembers him from that one second role in Spaceballs and nothing else, which is so funny. Yeah. But my favorite scene in Spaceballs, my absolute favorite scene, is the space diner where the alien pops out of the guy's chest.
John Hurt.
Which
Oh,
yes,
no.
I was going to say that because it's so funny. It's the same actor as in Alien. It was John Hurt. They literally did the same thing all over again, but in comedic fashion. And that animatronic alien was
not
just like,
again.
Oh no, not again. And the little dance number.
What did he have?
Yeah.
Oh, he had the special.
Yeah, I don't.
See, we
And
can
I-
just little lines from that. We all know what it is.
We
and
know
we
what
all
we're talking
laughing.
about. Yeah, like when the radar gets jammed, right?
Yeah.
No one dare gives me the raspberry.
Lone Star. I mean, shit, we have
Good night,
Teslas
Mr.
now that
King.
have the plaid edition because of that movie. Come on.
Yeah.
Give me
History of
back
the World
my
Part
pod,
1.
you fat bearded bitch.
Robin Hood,
So
Men in
good.
Tights, yeah, Young Frankenstein.
One of my favorite
Blazing
ones.
Saddles is probably my favorite Mel Brooks, just because at one point I really did know it line by line.
Silent Movie is such an underrated, slept on Mel Brooks classic.
Same with Young
Marty
Frankenstein.
Feldman. I would say Young Frankenstein is a lot more well known nowadays, especially. But I would say that History of the World is also like highly underrated.
It is.
Yeah, such good movies. And actually, speaking of good movies, some friends of mine on a writers group that I'm a part of on Discord, we've been wanting to do a movie night here. And of course, I guess who's in charge of movie nights? Somebody made a request, and I said, okay, I gotta go dig it up, and I had to go to my parents' house and borrow this absolute gem.
Oh, Airplane, yes, yes.
I had to borrow this one for that movie. So yeah, that's gonna be a movie night thing.
Good to
My
see you,
favorite part of Airplane, when he starts talking to the lady next to him, and she's like, nervous? He goes, no, I've been nervous lots of times.
First time, yeah.
And then he starts telling her his life story, and every time she puts her glasses on, takes them off, puts them on, takes them off. Then, like 3 scenes later, she's hanging from the freaking ceiling.
Everybody who gets seated next to him starts killing themselves every time.
Oh man.
Okay. Leslie Nielsen. I don't have to say more.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And I love that
Really,
his son can
serious.
still do that too, because he was nearly typecast as an action, thriller kind of actor, and for him to be able to come out and just be silly it's really nice to see.
And his comedy was just like he played the jokes completely straight.
Yes.
And another thing I love about Airplane is that it's actually a remake of a movie from the 1950s called 0 Hour. It's the same exact movie, same exact plot, but it's actually meant to be like a thriller. Whereas Airplane took the exact same everything and just made it a giant spoof.
It's funny.
But if I remember, I can't remember. I would have to go back and check. But I think actually Leslie Nielsen was the lead actor in that movie. I'd have to double check, but I'm not really worried about that right now. But yeah,
I believe you're right.
It was like 0 Hour from like 1958, I believe.
Yeah.
He was born in Saskatchewan.
Yep.
I think it was Buck was asking. Like, I should know that. He's close. Yeah, it was Buck. Yeah, he's Saskatchewan. He's a prairie boy. Yeah. Actually, I forgot about that.
Oh, and since we're talking about legendarily good movies, I saw a video today on X that reminded me of Police Academy of all things.
Oh,
another great one.
Okay. Yeah. Tell me if this guy should not be the next Michael Winslow. Okay. This is just too damn amazing. Okay. Listen to this. Oh, let me get the volume all the way up. just a little like turbo whine and everything.
Yeah.
He's just playing that muffler like a didgeridoo.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I told you I had some stuff that was funny. I got one more for Brian, but you know,
Buck is saying doesn't know if you know they bought the rights to the horror version of the Airplane movie, so they didn't get sued when they made Airplane.
Yes, that is a
cool.
legendary little bit of trivia. Like,
yeah, that's awesome.
The one flight, the stewardess grabbing the guitar, smacking everybody in the head, and then ripping the IV out of the dying kid.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! I need to go and find that horror movie then.
I'm watching.
Yeah, Zero Hour.
Zero
Hour.
It's
called. Yeah,
okay.
It's from the 1950s.
So yeah, it's the film. My mom comes over and she's like, "I hate this film. I saw it once in theaters with your dad, who wouldn't stop laughing." I was like, "Because the film is amazing." She's like, "I just don't get it." Like, how do you not get it? It's a
what's not to get?
Like, how do you not find this funny? Like, what happened to you in your life that you just have no sense of comedy?
Yeah.
Okay. Rod Sterling.
Oh, good.
So funny enough, like I had a funny interaction with my mother-in-law on Halloween. We were just, we were going trick-or-treating with the kid, walking around, making memories as we do. And I do total dad things, like tell bad jokes and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I literally just, like, as I'm walking, came up with this joke. I'm like, oh, that's hilarious. So I just look over at my mother-in-law and, like, it just totally straight face, like, I saw a ghost at an AA meeting the other day. She's like, what? So yeah, I saw a ghost at an AA meeting the other day. She's like, how'd you know how'd you know? I'm like, well, I mean, I knew it was an AA meeting because he was trying to say I was laying off the booze. It's good. Yeah. Anyway, delivery was a little bit better at the time. I'm a little rusty, but
That's okay. We've got we were just talking about that today, but Wild Saffron is the queen of dad jokes. Mr. Q is throwing them out there. He's got some good ones, but I think
I love dad jokes.
Yeah, Wild is the queen of dad jokes. Yeah.
So good.
I gotta buy another bottle of. I'm gonna get some whiskey today, and so I think I found a bottle of, what's it called? Something Falls, Avon Falls. It's from Wales.
Okay.
It's an old distillery. They got renamed in 2021, so it's in northern Wales, and they came out with a whiskey. And I saw a bottle of it in Tokyo for like $17. I thought, I don't know. I looked it up and I thought, oh, it's pretty good for a kind of a young whiskey. So I went back and I have to buy it for. But I bought this other single malt scotch called Arbораlis, Glen Grant Arbораlis, and I sent it over to Meme Copium. It only cost like $8 to send it in a big box to Osaka, and it got there the next day. Like, you could track it. I thought, nice. Wow, that's great. I'm going to send him more booze before he moves. Address, nobody has his address.
I'm going to be a little bit classier.
There you go.
Yeah.
I have a glass here. I just decided not to use it.
Yeah.
You guys are talking about.
You mentioned AA. I started thinking whiskey and spirits, and I thought,
booze.
Yeah, okay.
I say, yeah. Booze, spirits. Joke.
There you go. We're at the 2-hour mark. So I guess we'll call it here. I want to reiterate tomorrow, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So what is that? 2:00 Eastern. I will be doing a reading stream. I'm picking back up what I would do on Thursdays, I'm now doing on Tuesdays. So there will be a reading stream in the morning, and then in the afternoon, same time as this show started, I will be chatting with the chat. So whatever you guys want to talk about, that's what we'll do. Also, since we're doing a little quick drinky poo, I want to remind everyone that Just Kidding LLC on Friday morning, 11 a.m. Pacific time. You guys do your maths. it's the GoFundMe. So it is the month. It's the funding event to pay for the month to come. And so we've got the Wheel of Death. We've got random shots. We've got the Harry Potter beans that could taste good, or they could taste like used Band-Aid or wet dog.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's pretty awful. Johnny's got kippers that may come up on the dial. So yeah, Friday, 11 a.m. Yeah, you guys, yeah, sure. Please bring your dollars. Every aggregate $25 will get a spin of the wheel.
I didn't have to pay medical bills.
Nice.
Right.
Before we go ahead and sign off for the night, let's go ahead and share the one that I have there for Brian, since he couldn't make it.
Oh, right. Yeah, Brian didn't make it.
We're still going to have some fun.
Yeah.
This axe is a Black Prince made by True Temper. Besides clever marketing, there is a reason why it got that name, and that comes from the sound that it makes when it actually hits a tree. Give it a listen.
That's awesome. I need to get that.
That's really good.
I love it.
And that's all, folks.
Yeah, and that's
it's American culture.
And yeah, we'll send Ryan on over here when we talk to him next. You guys, you have a wonderful evening. And actually, speaking of Brian, I think just as the show was literally starting, as the intro was playing, I think I figured out a way to be able to use Brian's new song as my opener. Yeah, because we spent, I mean, Johnny can attest, we spent...
They tried a lot of ways.
Yeah, we've made
it's
it
a
in so many
conspiracy.
different forms.
Someone's out to stop you, Digger. Someone's out to get you.
Right, but I think I thought of a way. So hopefully next time you, well, no, because I'm not going to do it tonight. But hopefully next time we're chatting with friends on a Monday, I will have the new entry or new song, intro song. So on that note, you guys take care, and we'll see you in the morning. Bye.
Later, y'all.
Topics change from day to day. Science, art, or history's play. No path too twisted, no trail too thin. She dives right in where to begin. Nothing's too obscure. She'll dig and take a spirit so pure. From ancient lore to future dreams, every question finds its gleam.